sterling work done by FBC Holdings, given the variables at play. The macroeconomic fundamentals are really skewed against such sterling work. Exchange rate volatility, interest rates, regulations, limited capital movement and liquidity overall in the market. But also, it's a diversified group and it's got room for maneuvering and leveraging across many sectors beyond its flagship banking unit. So yeah, it's quite intriguing and interesting.
Right, to our viewers, this is the financial institution that was being headed by the new central bank governor, Dr. John Mushayabano. Now, Tafara, let's talk about how administration expenses increased by 169% to 955 billion Zimbabwe dollars from 354 billion reported in the previous year. May you talk about the cost factor and the overheads of FBC vis-a-vis, of course, the top line?
Yeah, that was, I think, that was the biggest blow that FBC probably had, as well as the rest of the banking sector. When you start from the top of the income statement, you see, loans are growing, net income, that was growing, insurance, of course, it was, stable. Fees and commissions did very well, but then you get to operating expenditure and everything, all the positives that have been done out there, everything is undone at the OPEX level. So there was a surge in operating expenses, and this was driven by the exchange rate depreciation in Zimbabwe that then filtered into inflation and then affected operating expenses. Unfortunately, the growth in expenses was higher than the growth in revenue as a business, and as a result, performance was actually worse compared to the previous year. And just to give numbers to this, operating cash flow for the year, in our estimates, it was down to 18 million, and in the previous 2 years, it had averaged around 50 million. So there was a significant knock that happened.
Konapo, ipapo pa ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.